Welcome to the deep dive. We're jumping straight into the source material you shared with us today,
Yeah.
taking a close look at a specific, really foundational process within SAP S/4HANA Cloud.
Hmm.
We are talking about creating production versions.
Right. And, understanding these production versions is absolutely crucial if you're doing anything with manufacturing planning in S/4HANA Cloud.
Okay.
Based on the sources you sent, these versions, they're kind of the critical link, aren't they?
Yeah.
They define exactly how a specific material is going to be produced. They do that by connecting the material master
Right.
to the correct bill of material. That's,
Yeah.
the list of parts.
The components.
And the correct task list or routing, which describes the actual steps involved.
Got it. So it really is the blueprint for making something within the system.
Exactly.
And the material you provided, it guides us through this using a very specific tool in SAP Fiori. That's the Managed Production Versions app.
That's the one. F2568, if you're looking for the ID.
F2568. Okay.
So our goal for this deep dive, and we're drawing only from the steps and details in your sources,
Right, just the source material.
is to walk you through that process step by step and maybe highlight why each little step matters.
Okay, sounds good. Let's dive in then. The source kicks things off right at the beginning. It notes the first step is typically logging into the SAP Fiori Launchpad.
Makes sense.
And it sort of assumes you're logged in with a role like maybe a production engineer, specifically for discrete manufacturing.
Right, someone who'd actually be doing this job. Once you're in, you navigate, find, and open that specific app we mentioned.
Managed Production Versions, F2568.
That's it.
So click, you're in the app. The first screen you see, according to the material, is called Production Version, Mass Processing.
Yeah, that's kind of your entry point.
Okay.
Here, you basically need to tell the system what you're working on. So the specific material and the plant it belongs to.
Ah, so you narrow it down first.
Exactly, you'd enter those details. The source uses placeholders like XXX for plant and XXX for material.
Right, you'd put your actual data there.
Obviously indicating you substitute your real organizational data.
Yeah.
You put those in and then proceed.
Got it. So you tell the system, I want to create a manufacturing blueprint for this product in this location.
Precisely.
From there, the source shows the next action is choosing Create Production Version.
Right. And that action, that click, it usually triggers the system to open a new window, sometimes called a dialog box.
Okay.
The source names this the Maintain Production Version Detail Screen. This is where you really configure the specifics of this particular production version.
Right, the details. And on this detail screen, you start filling in the required info. The material number is already carried over, which sounds helpful.
Oh, absolutely. Saves a step. Then you need to give this version a unique number or code.
Unique to this material and plant.
Exactly. The source suggests starting with something simple like 001 if it's the first one for this material.
Makes sense.
You also add a short text, just a clear description so people know what this version is for.
Like, I don't know, main production line or maybe rework process or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Something descriptive. Helps you identify it later.
Okay. What about quantities? The source mentions lot sizes.
Yes, important ones. The source specifically highlights the minimum lot size and the maximum lot size fields.
Okay.
And the examples given are one for the minimum.
So make at least one.
And a really big number, 99,999,999,000 there now for the maximum.
Wow. Okay.
These define the quantity range, the range for which this specific production method, this version, is considered valid by the planning system.
Ah, okay. So a method for small batches might be different from mass production.
Exactly. Setting these right is pretty important because, a version optimized for huge runs might not be efficient or even possible for small custom orders.